A man hating your outfit does not make him automatically an insecure loser. And I am sick and tired of hearing stuff like that.
Hey, ma, what's up? Let's slide. Alright. We gon' get it on tonight.
That dress is barely covering her butt. Like, she dropped something and I mean, then what? Not only that, but if you love your man, you should want his input on everything, including your outfit. If he says, I don't like that dress on you, that doesn't make him insecure. He genuinely just doesn't like that dress. And if a man is taking you like to a work event or something and he's like, I would prefer you wear something else, that is so valid. Because how you dress, how you present yourself, your manners reflects on him. Especially if it's a workplace event, his friends, his family, whoever it is. That has an impact on his reputation in addition to yours. So him not wanting you to walk around dressed like a actually shows that he has confidence and self-respect. And just because a man is in a relationship with you doesn't mean his opinion doesn't matter anymore. He has a right to have an opinion on your makeup, your clothes, whatever he wants. Just like you have an opinion about all of his stuff. Women don't seem to have an issue telling a man what to wear, what shirt to wear, how to dress, how to act, how to do this, how to do that. But as soon as a man has any preference on anything, he's insecure, he's a loser, he's controlling. Any word in the book you can think of that's negative. Also, I've heard women say, you need to dress nicer for this. Your shirt doesn't match your pants. You're wearing that to a wedding? Those shoes are embarrassing. That suit doesn't fit. I would argue, like, the comments men make are so much more mild. It's like, can you cover up more? Can you put your boob back in your dress? Like, does your panties have to be showing? Like, and I've noticed calling a man insecure has become the default for everything that a woman wants to get away with in a relationship where she doesn't have to take accountability. I've seen women try to justify the wildest things, flirting with other men, and he doesn't like it, insecure. Not being able to post inappropriate photos online, insecure. Also, if when you really look at this, I mean, I know she's calling all of other men losers, but this in general, if you have this mindset for men who have reasonable expectations and preferences out of relationships, that's worse calling these men losers than it is a man maybe saying, hey, your dress is not appropriate. And also in some relationships, that man might actually not like that you're doing that. I'm not saying that's the case here necessarily, but in general, but you've taught him he can't speak up about what he wants and needs. So there's this constant like background noise. He sees you being gawked at by random men. He's kind of like, well, I'm supposed to be the one looking at her and being in a relationship with her. And then the overall relationship feels less special and valid. And he might be building resentment because he can't have a preference on anything. Because I've noticed patterns are rarely contained to one specific thing. Because if it truly was one specific thing, a lot of people would be like, okay, whatever, that's annoying, but I'll deal with it. It's usually spreads out in different ways all over the relationship.